We're going to look right now at the Havok Behavior Tool version 6.5, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the user interface, the general layout, and a little bit about how you can reconfigure that layout. What you see in front of you here is the asset view off to the left. This gives us a list of all the characters that are in our scene, and any of the structure beneath those characters. Generally, we'll attach a behavior to a character, and all of this information here describes that character's behavior. The behavior tool is pretty much about building up the behavior for that specific character. We also have tabbed areas here for showing you the raw assets that are available, all the animations, all the animation sets, any terrains that we brought in. You can see I have a terrain here in the 3D viewport area, and any unused behaviors that I might want to use, and other raw character assets that might be in my project. In the middle here, the 3D viewport and all of the standard features for dealing with that, cameras, rendering modes, options to display the skeleton for the character. And then over here we have what we call our graph view. And the graph view is a way of looking at the state machine. In this case I just have a single state, or looking at the substructure inside of that state, which in this particular case is fairly sophisticated. We have a fairly detailed the state machine with lots of structure in it for creating the behavior for this character. Down below I have a context sensitive editor, so depending on what I select, I'll get an editor that'll show me how I can edit that particular node inside of the graph. I can select multiple selections and zoom up. In fact, on those selections, we'll get in a little bit closer and pick something from here. As you can see, it populates the graph below, and that's called our Scratchpad editor. Down below here we have our log viewing area and results area. Any kind of file load messages will come into here. Results that we might use to search with our find tool will be stowed down there in the bottom, and those results are selectable, so you can get right to the node based on name or type. And then when we're simulating, we can actually stream output variable, and SDK variable output will be streamed to this area here, so we can see that. So all these windows are actually resizable, and they can all be torn off so that they can be floated or redocked or turned off completely. If you don't need a particular editor, you can always come and turn that particular portion of the UI off. And we support fully the dual monitors configuration, so you can draft these windows onto other parts of the monitor, and the application will actually remember that configuration from session to session, so you don't have to constantly reposition your windows. Lastly, I'll just point out that all of these layouts can be saved and named, and we support hotkeys for mapping up to 5 layouts. You can switch between instantaneously, and you can bring the Manage Layout tool up to rename those or delete those or reset those layouts at any time. So it's just a little bit of a look at the layout of the tool, and we'll look a little more deeply in some other videos. Thank you.